Hello, I'm back to Elephant. Yeah, I was nudged a little bit. And by nudged, I mean I gave myself a little hint on what to do here. And the hint was very simple. It's just drag along. And the moment I heard drag along, uh, I think I have an idea of what to do now. So yeah, this was a hint by Joe Plays Puzzle Games from, a long time ago when the playthrough when we just started having a playthrough of the game. Yeah, during the time where you solved the puzzle, his epiphany was something called dragging along. And I think I have an idea. I think we were really close last episode. We just had one insight that we were completely missing, and I'm not sure if I would have gotten that insight ever, but I think I now know what to do. The idea is that we want to be able to pull this out. The only way we could pull this out is indeed by pushing it out by ourselves. However, in doing so, we will always reactivate some of these symbols, and this is particularly true for the ones that are diagonal. Diagonal and unconnected, disconnected from anything else. So you see there are some disconnected ones here. I can solve a few. I can get a few of these guys to be connected. But in the end, you always get one that has to be disconnected. In particular, the one that's pointing up left must be disconnected before this is being pulled out. The reason why is because it must be able to connect to this, and if it does so, this must take the place of this Nikut here. Therefore, there must be a way to move this out without reactivating. And how would we do that? The answer is very, very, very simple. Dragging along. So yes, this is one key insight that I missed. However, the idea is that because it is currently in this position, if I drag it along to keep it in the same orientation, it must be one to its left. And one way you can have that happen is by dragging it as you move. You can't push it yourself because you must be pushing this glyph. However, these shapes happen to be very, very perfect for this. So... Oh, I do need to get in here. Okay. Which means that you must be here. Okay, which means that you must be out. You must be here, and then you must be here. This allows a very fascinating move which does this. This does match with you. You must be here to maintain orientation. But this is correct. You have to do this first. You must next move this way. And this is a very interesting chain. This Aleph that I'm on will push this Aleph that's underneath this guy, which will drag this along, which will pull this along with it. Which means overall, there will be absolutely no directional changes. Wow, that is just insane to me. I can move you out of the way now, I don't think I need you anymore. In fact, I could probably also move you out of the way, because I will need you eventually, but not right now. Yeah, I believe I can do this and just push you out of the way. We will be using you to come down here later, but it doesn't really matter right now. Okay, and I think we're basically done. We've discovered the rest of the steps required for this. And I think... this was one of the steps. And then our final two steps are the up right, and the down. That's it. So yeah, a very amazing piece of insight that I never got. I don't think I ever would have gotten that piece of insight. So, blame me for getting a hint all you want, but I would never have solved that puzzle without the little nudge I got. Dragging along. So that's a new piece of tech, I guess you could call it. It's just a new piece of tech. Yeah. I never figured out that interaction. The insight... Well, no. The vision wouldn't have been strong enough either because I never would have realized you could keep the relative position the same. Like, you want that bit... Yeah, not bit. Oh my goodness. This is embarrassing. I'm being traumatized by my past experience. Okay, never mind. that vowel sound, that nikud, you always want it to be to your top left. But I never got the insight that you could drag it along with you. Yeah, that's the insight that you needed. It's not about a vision where I know what I need to do, but I just can't see the setup. It's just I don't even know what I'm supposed to do. But yeah, that's very cool. Nice. Alright, moving on. We're back with Hirik. Back with the pulling mechanism. This is the next world already. Can I access the next world yet? No, I have to watch the cutscene first. Let's not. Let's work on these levels. From what I remember, this one is the next one in the list. Because we go left to right, then bottom to top. Which means this is where we go next. Okay. Do I remember this level? I don't think I do. I don't think I've ever seen this level. Okay, so this one uses this level, which I think introduces the mechanic to these two levels. Can I click on them? No. This mechanic is about breaking a connection. So I want to see here firstly. Okay, this was the one that I solved using this interaction. So yeah, let's resolve this just to give ourselves an idea of how to do this again. The idea that I want is to be able to pull you up. But if I pull you up, I also pull the LF below it, and that will break the connection in this diagonal thing. So like that. So I want to avoid that. Okay. So I want to be able to pull you away. And now I want you to be able to pull you down, which is done like so. Then I want to be able to push you over, which is done like so. And I'll push you over this way. The point is that this LF is going to block this LF, meaning that when I stand here, this LF blocks this LF, which blocks this LF, and so that pulls it over. So I don't think that a pulling action can push. Meaning I don't think this could cause this LF to push this, to push this, to push this up. The reason why there appears to be some sort of pushing action sometimes is because you're pulling these two items at the same time. But in this case, this LF is getting stuck on this LF here. So it's not getting pulled, which means this won't get pulled. So you only get this pull. Yeah. So that's really all there is to it. And then we're done. So yeah, okay, breaking connections. Let's see if that ever becomes relevant in this level about pulling. Okay, so it looks like I definitely want to push you up. And it almost feels as if I cannot touch any of these. No, I have to push this one in. Right? Yes. And I can only use the pulling. Aha, but that breaks. That might be a little bit better. I am not quite sure about that. Okay. This doesn't do anything, right? Does this do anything? Yes, it pulls that up. In no way can I ever pull this guy up, I don't think. Because this one is never going to be in this... here. Well, that's not true. I can technically do this, but doing so also prevents a pull here. Okay. There's also this big area up here. I'm assuming that's going to have to be useful at some point. It definitely feels like stepping on any of these right now are bad. It definitely feels like maybe this is something I want. But I don't see how that would be useful. Okay, I see that if this were pushed in here, this connection... would prevent me from entering. But if I pull this set of symbols back, then I'll be able to enter. So that's like my final goal. Is this therefore okay? This actually causes a break, doesn't it? It does. Why is that good? This break doesn't free anything. This guy was never free to begin with. This is bad, right? This... ooh. Okay, so yeah, that doesn't work for two reasons. So I can't really engineer a break without, you know, getting you stuck in a corner. I don't really want to do that. I feel like that's the only thing I can pull right now. I can also pull these guys. But do I really want to do that? It prevents me from pushing this up. Even though I now have free access to this area. So there was no point of doing that to begin with, right? So this is a breaking move. Why is that useful? It's... I mean, if this guy was free, it would still be okay. He could still be redirected. Probably. By one of these guys, but I highly doubt it as well. Are we again avoiding a break, or are we not avoiding a break here? Also, like, what is the point of all of this space up here then? It feels like I have to pull out something. Pull up something? So this also pulls that. Maybe if I could have something here. No, okay, you can't break this, right? You just cannot. Because there's no way to redirect it to the correct direction. No way. Because none of these spots are things you can stand on. I think. I don't know, there's a really lot of possibilities with this guy. I'm just not entirely sure what those possibilities are. So like this just doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel possible. I mean, what other stuff can I do? Is the first step trying to uncover this guy? You know what? That's possible. Well, if this weren't here, no, there's no real way to pull you up. I don't think. To get you out, I'm gonna need an LF here. Wait, this guy was always connected to begin with, right? Is its direction always going to be like this? Is it always going to look in this direction? I feel like the answer is yes. Okay, hold on. I mean, there are... I say there are other things I can try, but there aren't really other things I can try. There isn't much I can try at all, honestly. Nothing much I can pull. If I try to go in here, I can't pull you up. So like, not a lot of things I can pull at all. This is bad. This doesn't help. Unless it does. I assume it does. There's a break that's available, but that break doesn't really help me. Because what is that LF going to do? The LFs can be used as pushing devices. So like, I could fit maybe an LF or two in here and push right. I feel like my idea so far is to basically have something here be allowing me to push right. This just breaks, yeah. Can I change... I don't think I can. Can I change the direction of this guy? I don't think so. Is it ever fine to mess with you? I also don't think so. Like, stepping on this doesn't help me. It makes this even worse, so... I wouldn't expect there to be any real benefit to step in here at all. There's no reason I want to be in there anyway. Until I push here. But yeah, amazingly, this level just looks like a mess. Like, it's a mess, but a mess with nothing. There's nothing in this mess. I don't like that. No. This is not going to help. none of these moves work anymore. What am I missing? Is it such an obvious... Oh, this! Oh, I was missing that. Okay. Yeah, okay, and that means I can then pull you up. Okay, you're free now. Duh. Okay. Ooh, I don't like that. Okay, what if I did this? Maybe that's the thing I'm trying to avoid. I'm thinking that, like, I want this to be diagonal this way. So I want the Niku to be here, which means I'm having it face up left, I think. There are a few reasons why that wouldn't work. So the most interesting one is this. If I try to pull it in this row, it breaks these. If I try to pull it in a row below me, it doesn't work because I can't actually do that, fascinatingly enough. If I went a row higher, the only way to actually move this up a row higher without activating this is by doing this. And then you'll see that this guy is stuck. So there must be a more different way of doing this. Okay. That's not good. Why does this try to move towards me, by the way? Oh, what in the world? I mean, yeah, I guess. You know what? I think that's it. I think that's all I wanted. Well, almost. Because I need a way to open this up somehow. And this looks bad. Yeah. Okay. I can firstly start by pulling you this way. But this still remains a problem. This is always going to break no matter what. I'm not entirely sure if there's a fix for that. Do I want this? How do I do this again? Right, I did this. No, this is not good. Why am I trying this? I don't know. But this has to stay unactivated first. Right? So like, that's bad. This almost saves everything. Except that, you know, these guys are now... This is now very stuck. I think that's interesting. What is it sometimes, like, sometimes when there's a failed push, right, it still pulls against it. Like, this pulls this against me. Except it doesn't do anything. I mean... Yeah. Okay. Can this be separated in any way without any outside help? I don't think so. I think you do need something here to, like... You need something between... Yeah. Okay. So, alright, I'm next going to try and... what am I gonna try and do next? I can do something like this and pull you up. Ooh, let's not do that. That somewhat works. Maybe that's good enough. If I can get you out, I can pull this towards me. It's a bit far. If I went a bit higher, maybe? If I went a bit higher, that does involve you being pushed up here. That's a little bit bad. Doesn't look valid. I mean, I could do this. That also looks very bad. I mean, now I can break you. I can break you and obtain this piece. That useful? I don't see how it is. It can't connect to anything right now. This is not useful. I don't think so. Okay, hold on. Where was I? Right. We got pretty far here, I remember, but there's a lot of pulling and pushing that I didn't really... Is it this? I think this was useful. Almost. Things got a bit stuck here. Yeah, things got a bit stuck here. It's almost like... I don't quite know what I want anymore. Okay. It was a big mess when I try and do this sort of thing. Nope, no. Crap. Yeah, I don't know. Okay. I just want this shape. No. This shape. Because with that shape I can push this in. But there are a few problems. Okay. So it looked like this. Followed by this. But now we're stuck, right? Yes. We can do this, but that basically just undoes our progress. I mean, this breaks. Yeah. I mean, this looked good, and then it was almost good. It uses this space very well. But yeah, we're still stuck. Eh. Yeah, okay. I'm a little stuck, is all. Alright, so... What does that mean? I don't know. I can undo a restart. I almost forgot if I could. It was this, right? That was this. So the exact steps were these steps. And then it had to look like this so I could pull it up. Yeah, and then there were a couple more steps I had to do to get it all the way up there. In the corner felt really bad. It's like this is impossible otherwise though. Is this okay? Is this ever okay? I don't think so. I remember this is really bad. Yeah. So I don't want that. Maybe I want this. Ooh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's good. Oh, that's not good. Okay, yeah, I don't want that. Could I have pushed this up by one? I mean, if I were to do so, it will get a lot of stuff stuck. But technically, yes. The only reason why I don't want to do that is because this guy gets stuck. And pushing down might help. but not really. I need the Aleph to be here so I can pull this towards me. And the pull needs to happen up here, so like I just need one more up pull, I think. It's like this, but like this guy gets stuck. There's very little other places I can actually pull. Well, okay, if that direction doesn't work, then there are other directions I can try. Like here and here. That does require quite a lot of effort though. Yeah, by quite a lot of effort I do mean a lot of effort. Quite a lot of effort indeed. Okay, let's see if I can do this. Well... Well... Not really. Yeah. And I don't think I ever want that to happen. It's like this, but like I want them to swap positions almost. Okay. Maybe I don't want this guy stuck here. This is really bad though. Is it? I mean, this just gets... Oh, jeez. This just gets a downward push, is all. It's equivalent to a downward push. But let's see if I can try something better here. Nope. Yeah, this is really bad. I mean, yeah, we're still in the same vein of trying to not break stuff, I guess. I really don't know if that's a good thing or not. Like, I don't think that's good. I also feel like this is the wrong place to do it. Just because this was the featured mechanic in like a level like 4 levels ago. So let's not do that right now, I guess. Yeah, okay. What does that mean? It just feels like this is as good as it gets right now. But there must be something else that I'm missing, right? It's like just too bad I can't pull from here because yeah, this space not being available. Well, what I can do was this. Wait, what? Oh, hold on. What could I do again? I don't know what I can do. Hold on. Let me think about this. If I tried to get a shape where this is the LF, The only way to make real progress is if you had an Aleph here, here, or here. Then, I mean the vowel sound. The only way to be able to push this thing in with yeah. I think, I don't know entirely. So like, we have a few options in this case. Which option works? No idea. Why have I really forgotten how to get all the way up there? Is it this? Oh, jeez. Was it this? Was this? Yeah, it was this. It's just that this doesn't work. Ah, it's so close. Is there any change I could make here? Not quite, not really. I think that it's always fated to be wrong. It's just to hit this. If there's an Aleph here and I hit this, there's a few things I need to do. Yeah, if I were to try and do that, that really wouldn't work. Yeah, I don't quite see this one either. Hmm. That doesn't work. I don't think it does. Like, this is really the only other way I could get height. Try doing this. But that doesn't really help either. This is the opposite, so it basically doesn't do anything for me. I can do this, and then do that again. Why is that useful? It's not. I can break. Oh, that didn't break. I buffered the... Well, come if I buffered. Yeah, it doesn't really work. This is always the opposite of what I really want. It's just really hard to get that to happen, is my guess. Am I still trying? Or like, is there just some way? Is my idea just wrong completely? I feel like, okay, see, to get to the horizontal position, you already either have to be in one of the two diagonal positions. So we can already eliminate that as a goal, because... Well, can we? That's valid. Oh my goodness, wait, that's valid. There you go. That's it, I think. I don't know if that's valid or not. Oh, we keep finding new problems. Horizontal was almost right. I mean, yeah, we're still a bit stuck. Well, okay, if horizontal doesn't work, then what else might work? That? Oh, okay. Are we still missing something? We might be. Oh my goodness. Just pushes it in, then pulls it in. What the heck is that kind of movement? That's not even fair. Okay. But okay, once I push it in, it doesn't really work anymore. Any outward pulling also doesn't change. So we have more problems. I can't believe this is also a problem. Like, what? Really? This breaks. I can't go the other way around, because the other way around doesn't seem... Well, the other way around is technically possible to pull off. Maybe that's the trick that I want. Ah, yeah, maybe that's what I want. Okay. Wow, we went through all 3 possible states. And then we figured out that the most unlikely one turned out to be the actual correct answer. There you go. Oh, that is amazing, actually. What a level. Alright, I think that's going to be it for this episode. That's definitely going to be it for this episode. Yeah, next episode we'll move on to this one. And then also, hopefully, we also manage to get to this one. I really do have to learn the letters here, so maybe I'll try and do some of my research before coming back. Or maybe I'll forget, I don't know. But glad to finally have finished the conversation level here. And also this one, where we just went through iteration after iteration of possible answers, and then we finally found one that worked, I guess. Principle of trial and error or something. Alright, so yeah, that's going to be it for this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. See you guys next time. Bye bye.